What's up, guys? Gonna give you some quick tips for your workout tomorrow. Gonna try to keep this short. I know that I keep saying that and they always end up 8 to 10 minutes long. I don't know how. Gotta stop moving my lips, you know? Alright, so today's very simple. You guys are in for a grueling workout on Friday. Just gonna let you know it's gonna be a mental grind. But we're gonna keep this all upper body. That's the only hint that I'm gonna give you because we're gonna try to save the lower half for Friday. So if you plan on doing anything crazy on your lower half tomorrow, I suggest to not do it so you can wake up Friday and engage with the workout that's gonna be there for you, okay? So let's get into our warm up. We're gonna do 2 Tabatas for today's workout. What you're gonna do is set a clock for those Tabatas to be 20 seconds on of work, 20 seconds or 10 seconds of rest. And you're gonna do that for 8 intervals. That will take you for 4 minutes, okay? So 2 Tabatas will be 8 minutes total. The first one, we're gonna be very simple. Forward arm circles. If you can, weight these with some nice light weights, okay? 2.5s, 5s, anything, a bottle of water, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna go 20 seconds, take your 10-second rest, backwards, okay? And then we're going to do runner's arms. You can also weight those if you want, but exaggerative, big movements, trying to get those shoulders, triceps, lats, everything prepped for the push-ups and the dips that we have, okay? So big, just kind of drastic side-to-side motions. And then lastly, bicep curl or isometric curls. You could do this with weight, but I want to throw a challenge at you. Literally, I want you to stand here, flex, and act like you're pulling something up, and then release. Flex, squeeze, act like you're pulling something up, and release. If through 2 sets of those, you don't feel like kind of somewhat pumped, you're doing something wrong, okay? You actually can do that, and there are studies that show that you can break down a little bit of muscle by squeezing and flexing and just kind of neurologically pretending you're curling, okay? So forward, backwards, do your runner's arms, your curls, Tabata that for 4 minutes. Then rest a minute, and we're gonna do one more Tabata with only 2 movements, okay? So the first one, you'll get through both of those twice. This one, you'll get through everything 4 times. So we're gonna do our classic bird dog in a prone position, just meaning chest down to the floor. Bird dog is alternating limbs, trying to keep the back nice and stable. I only need my foot 2 inches off the ground or so, so I kick back and really good control from me going sideways, okay? Trying to keep that back nice and strong. And then we're gonna do supine bird dogs, basically just meaning on our back. So we're gonna start here, and same exact concept, but I'm just doing it on my back. And as I do these, I want to try to be in a hollow position and not let that cavity develop here, okay? I want to pretend if I had a jump rope that I'm pressing it into the ground and you couldn't pull it out from underneath me, okay? So again, you're going to Tabata that as well. 20 on, 10 seconds of rest, 8 intervals. That'll be 4 minutes for both. Take your minute rest. Get to it, guys. Man, can't get enough of this stuff. Wash it all over me. Purell, man. Shower. Oh, we're on. Sorry, guys. I was just taking my daily Purell bath, you know. Make sure you're doing this. It's a complete preventative. Doesn't matter where you're at. You cannot catch the virus if this is on you. Like 100%. Put it all over your mouth. That was bad. Ugh. If you put it on your mouth, you deal with it. Doesn't matter what you breathe, you are protected, okay? So, let's get into our workout for the day. Man, that burns. All right, let's get real here. Serious. Jesus. All right, 4 sets, 4 quality. We're gonna do 2. Getting weird. Jeez. Alright. Alright, guys, we're gonna do 2 workouts. First one is 4 sets for quality. We're gonna do 2 movements. It's gonna be a little bit different stuff. Want to give you a couple different tips on these. because this is really great stuff that you could do at home to really maximize anything and help build muscle, okay? So we're gonna do dips plus a support hold. I don't care what you do a dip on. If you have a pair of rings, then we're gonna do some ring dips. If you have a actual dip station, that's awesome. You can do that. I'm gonna give you some different tips on what I've done. I have literally put a box, okay? So for all of my people who have a rack, I have put a box right next to my rack, and just visualize for me, because I can't set all this up and keep this short. I have put a barbell here, and then I have put 2 dumbbells on my box, and I leveled it all out, but I had my barbell, and voila, I got a dip station. You might have something naturally around your house that can do that. Now, if you don't have a dip station, you can literally use a chair or any object and get your dips in like this, okay? Change up your range, because I know that hurts some of our wrists, and we don't want to be loading up the shoulders too much. So find the right range, keep it shorter if you need to, so that you're focused on pumping out those triceps, okay? When you get to the top of your rep, which you're able to decide if you want to do up to 15 reps, try to hit a minimum of 8, okay? We're going to finish that last rep, so say I go for 10, 1 or 9 and 10, I'm going to hold a support hold at the top, anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds, and then release, okay? So really good stuff just to pump out those triceps and then create a little bit of an isometric hold. Okay, then you're going to rest 1 minute with that one, and we're going to follow it with some pull-ups and then a bent arm pull-up hold. Now, here is where we can get creative again. If you have a bar again, this is a mess. That's all I do is work out in here. So, if you have a bar or a rack, remember, we can do pull-ups just like this, okay? If you have a way of setting this up to be completely vertical, cool. If not, get this to the point where your arms are fully extended, and here's my pull-up station, and I can get a nice vertical pull through that. Now I was thinking, say you have nothing, a tree branch, I mean, be safe, but you have nothing you can find around. Sometimes under your tables, if you have really large tables, there's one little beam going across, you could possibly do some pull-ups there. Or you could, if you have a strong table with a big bottom opening, you can do literally pull-ups on the ledge. So again, imagine this is a table with really big spacious opening underneath, and it's not gonna be something that's fragile. You can literally do pull-ups of some kind to activate your lats. Now, say you don't have that, what you could do is, say you have something that you totally could throw a band around if you have one of these. I don't know, say something like this, and you can sit down and just do some banded lat pull downs, okay? Again, I just am trying to get creative with you guys. Want to help you do a little bit of vertical pulling to keep that movement strong. I'm sure you'll be able to find some way to pull a band or your body. It doesn't have to be perfect from an L position. If you have a pull-up bar, awesome. We're looking to get some strict pull-ups in. And then on that last one, just bend the arms a little bit and hold for, again, up to 5 to 10 seconds. If worst case scenario, you 100% cannot suspend from anything, then what I would do is probably do some like dumbbell rows and try to work my lats in a rowing position, because that's probably the best that I'm gonna get, and doing some type of row, okay? Now, I do still want to challenge you though. You could, and this is another one that just came to my mind, I don't want you breaking stuff, but if you have a door or anything that you could suspend yourself from, I want you to understand that maybe this is the top of a door, okay, or something that you probably shouldn't do a pull-up on. And the hard part with the door, I could do a pull-up on a door. If you're decently strong, you can, but it is hard because you would literally have to pull 100% straight. Like there's a wall here, right? Imagine again this is a door. But what you could do is that isometric pull. And what that is basically me trying to go up to that object and just suspend from it and pull down against it and squeeze. Okay, 10, 15 seconds. I'm trying to pull this down and it's not going anywhere. That would be like doing a pull-up and literally not being able to pull yourself up. But that's gonna hardcore contract those lats, and there is research that shows that 100% can build muscle. So again, trying to get creative with you to try to just go up to something and try to pull. If it's not safe to actually pull yourself up and just contract and pull and hold for till you get crazy shaky, and do that for that replacement if you can't get in reps, guys, okay? So again, got a nice little tricep pump, little pull-up pump there. Then we're gonna rest after you do that for 4 sets. Make sure you follow those prescriptions of rest to keep the quality in this. Again, it's not a race, okay? The second one is going to be push-ups and then inverted rows. This might be a little bit easier for you to figure out, okay? So we all know what the classic push-up is, keeping that yourself there. And then you're gonna come up to the last rep of that push-up and hold a plank position, again, about 5 to 10 seconds. If you're not comfortable with push-ups and you're kind of over knee push-ups, you could always do like a box push-up and do them along here. If you want to spice this up and you have a pair of rings, 100% do them on the rings. And the goal with these is to try to weight it. So if you have a vest, weight it. If you have a buddy with you, throw a plate on your back, or just if you're great mobility, you can do it yourself and then get down in position. But again, we're trying to weight these push-ups. If you don't have any way to weight them, do them with dumbbells, because when you go down to the ground with the dumbbell, it makes you sink lower, so you're getting more range in that push-up. A great way to spice them up, rings, dumbbells, a barbell to get a little bit different depth, a little bit different range, okay? And then make sure you have that plank position hold. Then, if you have a rack, this makes it really easy to do an inverted row. But what that looks like, we want to go with a chin-up grip since we already did pull-ups. And we're going to row ourselves just like so, and then hold at the top, okay? Now again, you could do that on a table. Often, if you have space under a table, you create a system that you're not going to die on, you can probably pull yourself from a ledge a little bit easier than a pull-up for something like this. You could literally do this like under a truck. If you go to a bumper and just pull yourself up, put your feet facing underneath it, make sure it's in park and everything, and you're good to go. And then you can hold yourself at the top. Voila, you could do that. There's pull the tailgate down. Anything like that can honestly work if you're creative. Just make sure it's safe and do a test run. If you 100% cannot find it, again, I would come back to that row and just pull the dumbbell, and basically you're not going to be inverted. But if you can, do it this way, weighted vest, put a plate on your chest if you can. If you're just in a position where it's not a natural kind of setup of a gym, obviously focus on just getting the movement before you can weight it. But those are your movements, guys. Just trying to have a good body pump with this work. And after that, I'd love for you just to get out and do a 30-minute cool down. Get outside if you can. I know it's supposed to be raining today, but if you can do a bike or a run or a little hike to get some natural vitamin D, there has been kind of pockets of rain and then some sunshine and rain to try to get out. Or if you want to have some fun and be adventurous, go out and get soaking wet. You're not going to catch a cold that way, and then just have some fun and be a child or go jump in some puddles. But anyways, mentally grind working out coming on Friday. So I would just keep it to this stuff, give it a little rest day, recover, do some extra stretching, and then we'll see you guys on Friday. Have fun with this.